Hey there and welcome folks. I am going to be taking a night drive using Tesla's latest version of full self-driving beta 69.25.1. But really, I also want to see how bad do the auto brights suck. I think they actually work pretty good and they've gotten better with every update. So come along, we're going to take a cool drive. We're going to have some rural roads, a couple highway, state routes, high speeds, roundabouts, lefts and rights, and it's all going to be at night and maybe with some rain, and we're going to see how the auto brights do. So thanks for joining me on this dark and windy night. Have a great day. Hey folks, thanks for joining me. We are going to be doing a little bit of FSD testing at night. My beautiful wife Nicole has joined us, so if she shrieks, that's just her, don't worry. But really what I want to see is how do the auto brights do and the auto wipers. So we're going to take a nice little cruise through basically the back parts of Anacortes. We're going to have some different routes, single lane, high speed, well, relatively high speed, 40-50 miles, and then we'll have some in city driving, and then we'll get on a state route, double lane with passing lanes, and we'll be going 65-70 roundabout, and then some back roads. So this could be a little bit of a long video. Hang with me, and we're paying attention to how often the auto brights piss somebody off. Oh, and already it's not going the route I want. So I'm taking over just because I want to be going through town. So sorry folks, sometimes the navigation doesn't always cooperate with my tests. So we're just going to go past this spot where it wants me to turn around, and then we'll kick FSD on. There was some on-off, I don't know what that was all about with the brights, but again, we're paying attention. We're going to see how often the auto brights actually, that's what I really want to test, see how weird they behave. And so far they've been kind of weird. They keep going on and off for no apparent reason. So we are going to see if we can figure out a rhyme or reason for them. Okay, car approaching, good, they shut off. That made sense, I liked that. And this is good, we can actually see how the brights behave both with full self-driving on and if I am driving. It looks like we had a occlusion on our camera, didn't have good vision, so it wouldn't let us engage FSD, but now it's got its sight back. Well, what a game changer these new prices are. I cannot believe it, folks. If you've seen what Tesla did last night, it is incredible. 13% price cut on, I want to make sure I've even got, yeah, I've got routing on. 13% price cut on the Model Y, getting it down underneath the $55,000 cutoff. And then what was it, a 5 or 6% cut on the Model 3? Again, both vehicles now getting much, much more affordable. Okay, let's engage. Oh, it wouldn't let me. Okay, now we're gonna let full self-driving take over. So you gotta watch me drive for about 2 minutes, and now we're gonna see how the car does. All right, Amos, you are in charge. Weird, brights on, and then back off. Obviously traffic's coming, so it's probably good they're not on, but. Okay, first thing we got approaching us here is a roundabout, so let's see how the car does through this roundabout. Hopefully it doesn't have any weird braking or slowing down issues. Ooh, there's an ID4, very cool. Poor Volkswagen, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. All of the manufacturers, nicely done, Amos. Very, very well done. Competent, smooth, easy. All the manufacturers must be having meetings about these price cuts, because I was looking, right, a Mach-E, a Ford Mach-E is literally $20,000, more than $20,000 more than a Model Y now. And I just don't know why you would buy one over a Model Y unless you just hate Tesla. And if you hate Tesla, hey, more power to you. They definitely have some downfalls. If you're into luxury, you don't get that. But as far as high-speed charging, reliable networks, continually continually improving, it's a pretty good buy. Now with the price cuts and the rebate, the $7,500 IRS rebate, damn, I was pricing a Model 3 Performance today. So maybe you'll see me turn up in one of those soon. So far, the car's been doing great. No weird stuff, but I don't know why it doesn't have its brights on right now. This would be a good opportunity to have its brights on, but yeah, no bueno, so that's strange. I was also seeing the used market for Teslas just sinking like a rock starting today. So that also gives me makes me kind of hopeful, right? Be able to find more EVs on the market for cheaper, which everybody needs. And this doesn't just apply to Tesla, it'll put downward pressure on all the EV prices. So very, very cool stuff. So I think the car's been doing excellent so far. It's not been needlessly flashing its brights. Oop, there was a little phantom braking, okay. It's not needlessly flashing its brights at people, so that's good. But it's also been turning them on and off at weird times. So I'd give it a C+ so far for its auto brights. But we got a ways to go yet. This is all ferry traffic. A lot of people probably heading back to head out to the San Juan Islands. Okay, good. Car pulled out, turned in front of us. No issue with Amos. No phantom braking there. Let's go ahead and wash our windshield and we'll see if the auto wipers act goofy. Alright, so far so good. Thanks for joining me, folks. Hopefully if you're enjoying this content, you'll hit subscribe. Somebody pulling out in front of us here. I really appreciate it. Just love growing the channel. Love the comments and the likes, and I just appreciate everybody who wants to join me when I make these. So let me know in the comments if I can make your experience better. And that's just my wife's phone. She's dinging something there. No warnings from the car. Okay, they're gonna turn. Car's braking appropriately. Wonderfully done. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much, but that's okay. All right, now we are going to encounter a little bit of some goofiness up here. We're going to be needing to make a right in a little bit, and Amos hates this right. He always acts strange, so let's just see how he manages it. I don't think he'll manage it well. Hopefully the sound's okay. I'm always trying to make the sound better, but my lapel mic was dead, so we are going straight up GoPro tonight. Got inspired to make this video on the way to Jack in the Box. Was picking up dinner, and I thought, you know what? This would be kind of a cool thing to bring people, especially because the brights were acting weird. Yeah, we just passed the Model Y. So Jack in the Box, thank you for inspiring this video. No ad or promotion intended.
Unless.
Unless, yeah, right. Yeah, we'll never turn it down. All right, smooth sailing so far, folks. Not terribly exciting, but you know what? Testing things isn't always that exciting. You can hardly talk. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're approaching our right up here, and the car is going to act weird, I promise you. So hold on to your butts. I don't want it to freak me out, but it might. All right, first it's going to try and turn. Realizes it can't turn. Okay. No blinker. Should have a blinker on. Now it's going to try and get in this lane that's crosshatched. Thinks, oh, I can't get in there. Swings wide. And splits the lane. And is going way too slow. Okay, so successfully completed. But that was not something I would call excellent. That's something a 14-year-old would do. Not even somebody in driver's ed.
See, look at why they flashed their brights at us.
So they just flashed our brights at us. My brights are not on. So I guess F them. But they must think I have them on, and I don't. And I don't have my fog lights on either. So there you go. It's probably these matrix headlights. They do have a tendency to dazzle people's eyes a little bit. And I wish NHTSA would let the manufacturers turn on these matrix headlights in the United States. They've been approved. I don't know why Tesla hasn't done an update, or we can't get them here yet. It makes no sense. And if you don't know what that is, they're smart headlights. So they actually point away from people so they don't blind oncoming traffic. And they can point around corners, and they're just an excellent safety device. And they haven't been enabled yet. They're on the car, they just haven't been enabled yet. And it's not because of Tesla. They can just about guarantee you it's got to be something to do with the feds. And you heard my wife, she was telling me before we took this trip that that's like her major complaint. It's not the auto brights not working right, it's other people flashing her Tesla because they're annoyed. It's like, well, shit, we're about as low to the ground as you can get, and our brights aren't on. And haven't been. We haven't needlessly flashed anybody, so great job so far. If you can't tell, I had a little caffeine with dinner, so a little bit talkative. Another good inspiration for the video. Alright, we're approaching our first destination, and we do not need to go there, so we're going to hit end trip. But we are going to continue to the country corner, so the car is still driving, and we are now navigating onto State Route 20. So now we're going to see how our auto brights manage with oncoming traffic in an opposing lane, 2 lanes actually, with a Jersey barrier in between us. Nighttime doesn't seem to be affecting the FSD performance so far. We had one phantom braking issue. And if you want to check out some more FSD testing, please check out more of my videos. I just posted one 2 days ago where I took a trip through downtown Bellingham into Fairhaven to a beautiful little marine park. So check that out. Yeah, if you got any suggestions, let me know. Having fun popping in some memes and GIFs and you know, just kind of trying to make these things a little bit more fun. I don't know if I'll do that on this one, but you know, just trying to have fun. Okay, we're approaching our roundabout. We'll see how the car manages. A little bit inappropriate slowing down. Oh, good. Saw this car coming, wasn't sure, and it braked, and now it's going. So I thought that was good. As you probably heard my wife, she's a little concerned. My heart started to beat just a little bit, but we're okay. That swung wide through there, but it managed. Definitely.
Popo.
Yep, coppers. Definitely probably a little impact from it being dark there with the drive. Okay, so our next kind of major thing is going to be a roundabout where we head off to the Highway 20 spur. And we're going to see how our auto brights do. We're set at a good speed, and we're rolling. State Route 20 towards the country corner. Good. Wonderfully maintaining its lane. Never really had any issue with this. And luckily we can see this is, again, full self-driving and not autopilot because we're not on an official interstate. We're just on a state route. The refinery's off to my left here. I like to take a drive by them every now and then just to see what's going on. It's a really cool process with a lot of neat equipment. Alright, so you can see I'm clearly set at 63 and the car is going 7 miles under. It's not asking to initiate a lane change to pass these jokers. I don't quite know why, other than maybe it's because, again, we're in full self-driving on a state route and it's not an interstate. So maybe there's some heuristics or kind of, you know, do nots in the computer saying don't do that. But I would if I was in control, but I'm not. Okay, very, very great use of its brights, right? It does not turn them on at all, which would not be appropriate. We have oncoming traffic. It's not been fooled to think it can turn them on and off. It's not been flashing other traffic. So I think it's been doing very well. Now you might say, well, Ryan, it's never going to turn them on because there's 2 vehicles in front of you. But you would be surprised at how poorly it used to function. And these last few updates, board in the road, car avoided that. I don't know if intentional or not, but thank you. With these last couple updates, I've noticed a major improvement with the auto wipers and the auto brights. Are they perfect? No, but hey, what is? Alright, so far so good. We are now approaching a roundabout. I'm going to let the car handle this all by itself. It struggles with this at times. And it should be taking us up and off to the right onto the Highway 20 spur. Again, very, very competent, well done. The car is just managing this fantastically. Love to hear in the comments if the price changes, the price cuts Tesla introduced are going to entice you to maybe pick one up, or if you're looking at something else. Oh wow, very nicely done. Car went through there with no hesitation, hit this lane perfect, and now it's accelerating up and in. Very, very nicely done. And it thinks we've reached our destination, so we're going to end trip, and now we're going to ask it to navigate us home. And there we go. Re-engage FSD, and there FSD is re-engaged. Very well done. Sorry I wasn't a little more prepared to have home in there. Okay, we're approaching another roundabout, so we have gone through, this will be our third roundabout so far. No, fourth roundabout so far. Car's managed to make it through all four without an issue. Oop, now it's acting a little weird. There's no traffic around us, we're okay. It tried to dive on the brakes for a minute, throw its blinker on. Probably a navigation error. Slowing down way too much. Okay, now it's accelerating in a little bit, and it's almost overshot that lane. And we made it. All right. That was not really very well done, but it was done. Ooh, and we're hugging this lane tight. Okay, we came over. Whew, that was a little close too. All right, folks, we're doing okay. We didn't get killed. I didn't think it would kill us, but it can be a bit nerve-wracking. Now we've got a right-hand turn approaching, and it's going to be at speed, so we'll have to slow down, signal, and get into a turn lane. So again, we can high speed approaching traffic, and it's not dazzling Amos. And let's see if he uses his brights. Nope, again, not appropriate to use them. We got a vehicle in front of us, but far enough in the past where it would have turned them on. Really, my grade's bumped up. I'm about a B minus so far now on the brights. Okay, coming into a sweeping corner. Car's managing it nicely. We're braking way too early. All right, I'm watching the traffic behind me, but that was not cool. Now we should be signaling and getting into this turn lane. Okay, signal, turn lane. All right, that wasn't terrible. Blinker should stay on. And now let's make our right-hand turn. Okay, it did it. Probably not as smooth as I would have, but I'm not going to complain. It's still managed, and now our brights are on. So very good, appropriate use of our brights. Let's see how it does as we move through here. And I have to say, I mean, incredible brights, right? Like, anybody flashing us because they think they're on has something coming to them. Because, I'm sorry, if I turn them on, you are not going to see. These things really light up the night. And if you don't know, you can always tap the icon on the screen and it brings up your light settings. We can add our fogs and we can remove our fogs. And we've just got a warning, full self-driving may be degraded. Why, I'm not sure, but so far it's doing wonderfully. I'm gonna just tick our speed up a hair. And we're gonna end this here in not too long. I'm sure my wife's probably breathing a sigh of relief, like, oh, I can finally make a little bit of noise. Whoa, okay. That was well done. It immediately turned those brights off. If that person got blinded, it was not because of Amos. It was just how anyone would have reacted, and I probably would have been slower. Now, if you've watched my videos in the past, you know coming up here, it is a weird intersection. And the car is going to struggle with it. So we're going to see here just shortly, maybe another minute or so, how it does. Basically it's a Y-type intersection where you can go to the left or the right. We don't have to stop, but oncoming traffic has to stop. And there's a store right kind of on an island in between the roads. So let's see how we do. And the GoPro's been holding up like a champ. Usually it'd be overheated by now. Warning me again that one of the cameras is occluded. So we're going to see how full self-driving does, even when it claims it's degraded, because one of the cameras has some schmutz on it. Right, nice, wide sweeping corner, handling it well. Okay, right here is going to be the weird intersection. We're approaching it. The car should go left. Yeah, you see how it acts weird? But it did it. Definitely not elegant. And if there's other drivers behind us, boy, they would have thought, what the hell is that guy doing? How much has he had to drink? Made my wife grab the dash, sharp intake of breath. So Tesla has a ways to go yet, right? This needs to be a comfortable drive for everybody, including the passenger and people on the road. But it's pretty damn good, and it keeps getting better with every update. So we're going to keep testing, we're going to keep trying, and I just hope you appreciate and enjoyed this video. A little long, I know. We're going to come up here to the last kind of strange intersection that we got, and then I'm going to bid you a farewell and an adieu, so we can listen to a little music for the last 10 minutes on my way home. This is my date night. Me and the wife having a romantic date on our FSD drive. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a little nicer than that, right? I already bought her Jack in the Box, folks. What do you want? Okay, so we've got Marine Y Road approaching. Good. Car turned off the brights perfectly well. You can see it's a dead black hole up here. Used its blinker to let people know. Great. Now, what we've got is a yield, because we're going to have traffic approaching from behind. Wonderful job with the brights. Again, I'm going to give Tesla, I'm up to a B now on the brights. Good job. The car in the past used to scream up to this yield sign. Now it went slowly through the yield, and no traffic oncoming. So thank you, folks. Really appreciate you joining me. Have a wonderful night, and we'll just catch you on the flip side. Don't forget, we're going up to Point Roberts, so join me and hit that subscribe if you want to see some Canadian content and some of the charging infrastructure up there. All right, catch you later.